Today I want you to think all about your shoulder blades. Those scapula, think of them as two little blocks on either sides of your spine, right here, underneath your shoulders. And I want you to think about adducting them, AD. We are trying to pull them down and together throughout all of our movements today. Now the reason that's important is because pregnancy and early postpartum, pregnancy sends us into this position to compensate for the belly and moving into the back space. Postpartum, those early days of feeding, holding, nursing, everything brings us into this hunched over position. So we have to actively work to re-engage those muscles, lats, scapula, back into the right places in our back. So that's what I want you to think about, as well as your core breathing belly pump. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Is take a pump right from here, exhale, lift the pelvic floor, turn that belly on. Feel that support. Now on your next one, I want you to think about what your upper body's doing. Inhale, release the pelvic floor and core. Exhale. That's it. Take that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And before we start to work those chest muscles, I really want you to check in with these one more time before we go on. We're gonna come into that quadruped position. And we've done this before. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and apart with your core breathing belly pump. So you're gonna lift and zip up the front of the body as you bring those shoulder blades together. Inhale, take a reset. One more, inhale, exhale. Great. Now this first round of push-ups, yes, we're doing push-ups today, is your test round. I want you to pay attention to where you feel this in your body. Specifically, if I were to ask you to do 100 reps of these push-ups, what is going to get fatigued first? What I want you to tell me is your chest. I want you to feel this through your upper chest muscles, not your back, not your core, nowhere else in the body. So see if you can start to pay attention to that activation. I'm gonna use a chair so I'm on an incline. If you've got a wall or if you wanna do these down on your knees, you're welcome to do that as well. But I'm gonna take an inhale at the top, exhale, deep zip up that core as I come forward. And I want you to take as many of these as you can until you start to feel that fatigue. Can you name the spot in your body that feels like it's gonna get tired first? Now, since you're early postpartum, this might be your core and it might be your pelvic floor as well. But do you feel this in your arms? Take a few more. I'm gonna take one more here. And come out of that position. Now I'm gonna take some upper body chest loading in a seated position, just because I don't feel at this stage that I'm ready to get up and fully standing with an added load. So we're gonna take a chair, a ball, a couch, anything you've got here is a nice option. And we're gonna sit up nice and tall. So I want you to feel your sits bones underneath you. Those are those two bony points. Make sure they're driving with equal weight down. Stack those vertebrae one on top of the other. Find that scapular adduction. So shoulder blades are open and down your spine. We're gonna bring those elbows in. I have 2-pound weights. Don't have to go very heavy. I'm gonna take a belly pump and just reach those arms forward in front of me. So you can take that SH sound. You can breathe out without the sound. The important thing here is that you're connected to your core and your pelvic floor, and you're working these chest muscles, and you're feeling this in your chest. You're not feeling it in your back or any other places in your body. Take 3 more of those. Inhale, release the pelvic floor. Last one. Drop those hands down to a low V. Same thing here. We're gonna exhale, lift the pelvic floor, engage the scapular down your back as you lift those up into a point in front of you. Take that time, slow it down if you have to. Maybe your reps are slower because you're really going for that full activation. I'm gonna take 2 more. Feeling it in these chest muscles. They're doing a lot of work here. Last one. Great. So I've done a set of those. I've really tuned into these chest and pec muscles, scapula down the back. I'm gonna put those weights aside and I'm gonna head back into my push-ups again to see if I have any improvement in that engagement. Inhale at the top, exhale. Now right away I notice I have more mobility and those muscles are firing much better. Take 2 more. Great. This is where you get to become your own, think of yourself as a physical therapist. You're testing out these movements, you're seeing if you can get the correct muscles to fire, and that is gonna tell you when you're ready to level up or jump up to that next step in your workout and all of this activation.